Welcome everybody to this week's Sunday live stream. My name is Connor, and this of course is Crypto Empire, where we dominate the cryptocurrency markets. Thank you everybody for being here. We just hit a huge milestone. I want to give a shout out to every single person out there from all around the world who is subscribed to Crypto Empire. We just hit 9,000 subscribers. Really appreciative for everybody. Very grateful for all of the support that I've received since I've started this channel about 7 months ago now. So time does fly, and we're really only in the beginning, right? The first year is just the building year. We're going to be here for decades, Crypto Empire. So really exciting times ahead, and you're here early. So credits to you. I really appreciate your support, and yeah, really can't ask for much more. Very grateful for the community that is being built here at Crypto Empire. So we got a lot to talk about today. Very exciting time in cryptocurrency. October has been a blessing so far. We absolutely crushed it this past week. It was a huge week. Bitcoin breaking up, making a new high at $56,000. We have a lot to talk about today. We're going to be getting into the news, technical analysis, what I am looking at, how I plan on playing out this last really 2.5 months of 2021 now to really squeeze as much as possible from the market, because it's going to get a little bit crazy. Like I've been saying now for the past several months, every single Sunday and throughout my normal YouTube videos, I've been repeating that it's going to get a little bit crazy, and it's looking like that's all going to come to fruition right now. So again, let's see who's in the chat right now. We got Allah, wife-changing gains coming up. Yes, wife-changing gains, right? You're going to upgrade yourself. I see Allah. Good for you, man. We got Dre in the building. All right, people, I need some hype up in this chat. Absolutely. Let's get some hype in the chat. No matter where in the world you're tuning in, thanks for being here. Absolutely. Allah, ready to blast off. Fresh personal training in the building. It's a good day to get some projects. It's a good day to get into some projects indeed. Kenneth in the building. We got Focused NBA saying, yo, let's get it. Raymond here. Dre going off in the chat. We got 17 viewers and only 7 likes currently. If you're watching this right now, let's get that ratio even. We got 19 viewers and 7 likes. Go ahead and smash that like button right now. Let's get this stream to absolutely blow up. We got Alexander. What's up, Alexander? How are you? It is a great time to be in Crypto Dethorn Vlogs. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into the computer now and take a look at the market cap. Let's get our bearings straight before we really get into the meat of this live stream, because like I said, I have a lot to cover today, and I'm going to be really going in depth. So let's start off getting our bearings straight, taking a look at the market cap. We can see Bitcoin is trading at $55,493. So we'll be looking at the technical analysis in just a little bit of time. I do think we're going to be breaking out to the upside. We have Ethereum trading at $3,500. Cardano $224. Not really too much going on. Polkadot $35.79. We've been talking about DOT for a while. That's above an entry that was discussed. Luna sitting at number 11. Meme coins going crazy. We got SHIB up 236% this week. Let's take a look at today's top gainers. Stacks, STX, up 37%. Spell, up 26%. Harmony One. We'll be talking about Harmony One. DYDX, decentralized derivatives trading. Steven, good job, Connor. Big up. Thanks for being here, man. Appreciate that. We got Haji. We got Costa. We got Ronnie. And we got Focused NBA. Focused NBA says, I got 1,000 on the sideline still. Should I keep waiting for a dip or buy some more Casper ALBT? So, Focused NBA, it's always not a bad idea to have a little bit of spare change on the sidelines, because as we've seen in crypto, liquidation cascades do happen from time to time. So when that does happen, you can put that $1,000 to use, and you can really you can come out on top of that. So if you don't necessarily need to hop into something right now, if you can be a little bit patient, it's not the worst idea to keep a little bit of money on the sidelines. But that's a good question. Always recommend keeping a little bit of stable coins. We got Valerio. What's up, Connor? Provide 247. Can you please give your targets on ACH? We'll look at the technicals in a little bit. We got Costa. We got MOHD from Malaysia here. Keep hodl to the moon. That's right, man. Keep hodling to the moon. If that's your strategy, go for it. All right, let's take a look at today's top losers. We have Clayton, Stellar. Top loser is down 7%, so you can't really say that the market is going sour right now. Everything is looking good. So with that being said, market is pretty much flat / up with some altcoins. Bitcoin's going flat. Let's take a look at the technicals and give you guys my forecast of what I see happening. First of all, let's recap this past week, and then let's get into what I see happening this upcoming week. So looking on the daily chart, we can see that since last week we had an explosive week. We made a higher high. We had the previous high over here at $53,000. We made a new high up here at $56,000. So that's huge. But we're currently in supply. There's a lot of supply zones in this four-headed top, this Wyckoff distribution top that we did have last spring. Right? As you can see with all my lines and shaded areas, whether that's gray or red, we're in the supply zone right now from about 55K to 56K. Next supply zone is going to be from about 58 to 59,000. And then after that, it's just the all-time high from about 63K up to $65,000. So there are a few supply areas that we're going to need to get through. With that being said, I do think once we flip this supply zone that we are in right now at about 55,500, really, 55,600, I think we're going to really head right up to that all-time high. It's inevitable that we go ahead and test that all-time high. So that's what happened this past week. Huge green week, right? And now we're just facing some horizontal resistance. If I zoom this into a 4-hour chart, we can see we basically have an ascending pennant printing at the moment. We have this ascending price action. Price is bouncing off of this trend line. And if I go to the hourly, we can see that the 55 EMA on the hourly is just really being used as support. It's a purple line. I'll make this a little bit easier to see. Make it green. So this purple line is the 55 EMA on the hourly, and we can see that it's being bounced really the whole way up. It was being used as support. And now price is bouncing off of it, and it's really using this lower trend line as support as well. And we have ascending price action with this horizontal resistance at 56,200. So what we can do is we can take a measured move right here from the bottom to the top, and we can see where this would take us on a measured move breakout. And as you can see, I do expect this to break out to the upside. We have the trend clearly up. Momentum is on our side, and the market just feels like it's ready to go right now. Technicals line up, fundamentals line up, and when technicals and fundamentals do line up, well then just go with the trend, right? Don't try to complicate anything. And the measured move breakout would take us to about $61,500. Okay, and that would clear the next supply zone at 59K. So if we do get this measured move breakout, which I do expect to happen, right, this supply zone, it's going to be tough to get through. There's no doubt about that, because you need to understand that yes, we're very bullish on Bitcoin. We expect it to make new all-time highs. We expect it to be trading in six figures. You have to understand that there's some big players in this market, people with a lot of money. Whales were buying Bitcoin down here at 29K, over here at 38, over here again at 40. Whales have just been accumulating. Some of these people don't mind taking profits when we're making higher highs. They want to de-risk their positions because they're in very heavy. So that's why we have these supply zones. These supply zones are areas on the chart where we expect these whales to be taking profits, which means a lot of selling pressure, but that selling pressure usually does get exhausted, which is why we end up pushing higher. There's more buyers and sellers in the market, which pushes the price higher. That's all trading is. Once you can understand supply and demand, it's going to make your trading career, your business, your trading business so much easier. So if you haven't already watched my supply and demand videos, they're on the YouTube channel. I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Definitely go ahead and watch those supply and demand videos. It's really going to help you out understand how to read the charts, where buyers and sellers do step in, because that's really all these candlesticks are. That's all these lines are. They just help me identify where buyers will step in and where sellers will step in. It's that simple. So that is my Bitcoin technical analysis. Not really too complicated. We're waiting on this move. Now this is the unlikely scenario. I will mention it, but I really don't see it happening. But we can possibly lose this support and go ahead and test. There is a strong demand zone down here at like 51,600 down to about 50,000. So I don't expect that to happen, but you never know what does happen. I'm expecting this breakout to the upside to the measure move of 61,500. Sorry about that. That's what I do expect. So we'll see how it does shape up. Sunday right now, as you can see, we have pretty low volume. Really not too much happening right now. As you can see with the volume bars down here, very low volume. We're just waiting on a breakout here. So we'll see what does happen. Let me catch up on the chat. What's going on? Ronnie smashed up the like button. Couldn't have said it better myself, Ronan. We got Ronan in the building. How's it going, Ronan? Hope you're well today. Focused NBA, appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for being here supporting the stream. Casper, I'm slowly picking up as I go here and there. Dollar cost average. Nobody's ever going to have a bad time dollar cost averaging into a project that they think will do well. Belgium, represent. We got some Belgian viewers today. Awesome. Thanks for being here. Didier Bolin. Bodman asking about Casper. We'll look at Casper in just a little bit of time. ACH Dot and Cosmos, we'll look at that for sure. From Sweden, we have a global audience here at Crypto Empire. Shout out to Thomas Freeman from Sweden. Connor the Champion, thank you, Ronan. You're awesome, brother. Casper, we got a lot of Casper requests. Let's go ahead and take a look at Casper. Great Kings of Rap, TI on Moon River. We'll look at Moon River in a little bit. A lot of Casper requests. So every time I look at Casper, my chart just goes into complete zoomed out because of this long candle wick. So looking at Casper on the daily, as you can see, we just got an $8.99 super chat from Don Ragnar. Hi, Connor. What's your price speculation dot and link in 5 to 8 years time? Also, do you think multi-chain will be the narrative of the next bull cycle in 2024? Well, Don, great question. Thank you for that $8.99 super chat. I believe that's in pounds. So I'm not sure what the translation over is to dollars, however much dollars that is, but I'm very grateful for that. So I'm going to put a hiatus on Casper. I'll cover Casper right after I answer Don's question right now. So price speculation on DOT and Link in 5 to 8 years. So Link is the connector coin. It literally links every chain together as a data oracle. It provides data to on-chain protocols and blockchains. So I see Link for sure being huge within the next 5 to 10 years. If we look at the market cap, we can see there's currently 9,610 coins in crypto. There's actually more, not all of them. There's probably well over 10,000, but they don't show them all here on CoinGecko. So there's a lot of coins on here, and I would say 95 plus are going to fail. DOT and Link are two coins that I don't see failing. These are two coins that I see being here. We just got a $3 super chat from Tyler. Shout out to Tyler. Very appreciative for that super chat, my man. Thank you. Now, continuing with Don's question, DOT will be here and Link will be here in 5 to 8 years. In terms of price, who knows? I think easily well over 4 figures a coin, meaning well over $1,000 per Chainlink, per Polkadot. By this moment in time, in 8 years, it will be 2028, almost 2029. I think we'll experience a very high degree, a very high percentage of cryptocurrency mass adoption. Polkadot's going to be a major blockchain with its relay chain interoperability, interconnected. So yeah, I think well over 4 figures a coin to answer that question, Don. And then multi-chain will be the next narrative. I think it's the narrative right now, really. Right? There's a lot of attention and speculation in regards to other things such as meme coins and NFTs. And the real projects with real utility, especially DeFi projects like Chainlink, another one that's really being slept on right now, YFI, right? This is a very used DeFi protocol. And as we can see, YFI, Yearn Finance, is down 62% from its all-time high at $90,000. So back to the original question, yeah, I think multi-chain is going to only grow, and as people understand the power of what you can do with all these different protocols, and the fact that you can use all these different decentralized applications to make you money, earn yield on all these different blockchains, is only just going to keep on growing. And everybody's going to have their favorites, which is why interoperability is so important. Me, I'm very big on Terra Luna, as you guys know. I'm very big on Cosmos. I'm very big on Polkadot and the Polkadot ecosystems, those ecosystems. Now they're all going to be connected together, so I can easily bridge between all of them. So yeah, it's going to be huge. I don't want to take up too much time with that question, but I hope that answers your question, Don. Thank you again for that super chat. Now let's get back to looking at Casper. So at Casper, we have one support level at 12 cents. We're currently losing that. And then we have our next support down here at 10 cents. And as you can see, the low we hit was at 7 cents really. Listen, this demand zone down here, this is the bottom. If we see the bottom again, that's just an amazing opportunity. Not financial advice, of course, but hey, if we see this bottom again, this is an amazing opportunity to possibly scale in. Realistically speaking, our next level is 10 cents and then 8 cents. And with Casper, you need to understand that nobody knows when it's going to move. If you invest in this, you need to believe in the fundamentals of the project. Nobody can make you believe the fundamentals except for you yourself doing your own research and understanding it on a pretty deep level yourself. So with that being said, I'm bullish on Casper. I do hold this in my portfolio, and I'm simply just waiting and I'm adding. I'm in no rush. I can wait months, years. It's irrelevant to me. I think that the project is going to do well. So that's all there is to it. But looking at the chart, we're losing the support at 12 cents. And then we have our next one, demand support at 10 cents. And then down here at 8, and then really 6, 7 cents. So no wrong way to play this. The way I'm playing it is a dollar cost average approach. That's Casper. And that's what's going on there. Layer 0 is the future. Yes, it is. News of Fed regulation on crypto. Yeah, there's some news on some crypto regulation. We'll see what comes of it. As we know, the regulators are very slow. They move at a dinosaur's pace. And they don't really understand cryptocurrency. So we'll see what rules they do implement. And we'll just adapt when the time comes if we have to adapt to those rules. Empire Squad, we got Rigoberto in the building. Raymond saying Pirate Chain BTC is going down like crazy. So yeah, when Bitcoin picks up, it sucks a lot of money from altcoins. So still bullish on Pirate Chain, especially with where everything is headed. You're going to need some stuff that is private. Can't underestimate that. Dot and VRA, Dre's bullish on. Ready for Quant. Can you do some analysis about TLM? That's Alien World, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll be looking at all of these altcoins towards the end of the stream. I do want to continue with the regular scheduled programming at this moment in time. I'm not in Pulse Chain. Costa, I did not go in Pulse Chain. Shout out to Richard Hart, though. The guy's an animal. Yeah, all right, let's continue on with the regular scheduled programming for today. So for today's Twitter wisdom, we're going to be taking a look at the Wizard. Now, the Wizard is a guy who I've been following for well over a year now, and he's called the Wizard for a reason. He's very, very adamant about his projects, and I do my own research, and I tend to agree with him on a lot of stuff. So, Wizard tweeted, Wizard top tips and tricks. Number one, portfolio always 30% into stablecoins to buy dips or crashes. So, like I said in the beginning of the stream, it's not a bad idea if you have an extra $1,000 laying on the sidelines. Hold it in UST, keep it in Anchor, earn 20% on it, and then you can just withdraw if we see a huge dip and go ahead and scale into a position. Number two, before you enter a coin, do your own research. Check the team, investors, tokenomics, and community. So this playbook right here is like so simple, but it's so impactful and it's so useful. A lot of people fail to do their own research in cryptocurrency. They watch videos, they go on Twitter, they see what somebody's talking about, they feel FOMO. I talk about this all the time. You need to put your emotions to the side in crypto. You need to be stone cold, emotionless. That's so important. I know a lot of people get FOMO and they act off of their emotions, and that it can work in the short term, but if you keep on doing that, eventually it's going to come back to bite you, because it really turns into gambling when you act on your emotions. So always do your own research. Checking the team is like of the utmost importance. When you're investing in a project, you're basically investing into people. Business is really built off of people and relationships. These projects, in a way, they're just businesses. They're growing a brand new thing, business, project, protocol, decentralized application. And in order for it to be successful, there needs to be people actually making it grow. People collaborating with other projects, other blockchains, making calls, writing emails. People are behind everything in crypto, just like everything else in the world. So you need to check the team. You need to know who's behind it. You need to know if you can trust this individual, if they have a good track record, or if there's somebody who didn't have their investors' best interest in the past with a previous project that they started. Because there's a lot of those in crypto. Anybody can make a brand new coin, run some marketing behind it, get a bunch of people behind it, talking about it on YouTube and social media, pump it, and then completely rug pull. We've seen so many rug pulls that are happening every single week in cryptocurrency. So if you've experienced that and you haven't learned your lesson, you need to really get serious about your fundamental analysis. I do a lot of fundamental analysis. I like to cover it here in my YouTube channel because of how important it actually is. Can't underestimate that enough. When you're investing into a new coin or a new token, you're basically investing into people. People are behind everything in this market. So know that, very important. Obviously tokenomics as well, and investors, who's backing it, right? Is there big money backing the project? You can't overlook this stuff. All right. Number 3, never go all in. Pretty clear. If you go all in, you're gambling. You want to work off percentages of your portfolio. All right. So recently I took a position in a completely speculative high risk coin on the Terra blockchain, right? If you guys want to know what that is, let me know in the chat right here. But basically, I put a sliver, an extremely small percentage of my portfolio into this completely high risk, pretty much a degen play. I don't care if I lose it. Obviously, I care if I lose it, right? The number one rule of investing is to never lose money. But it's so insignificant, and if it does work out, it can turn into something significant, right? It can turn into a 5-figure trade very easily if it does work out. And if it doesn't work out, well, then it's really not that big of a loss. So you never want to go all in. Be very smart about how you allocate your portfolio in different percentages. All right, and that's going to be a big determining factor of how successful you are with crypto. I talk about a big mistake a lot of people have is being spread too thin. The other mistake is to just go all in on something that, maybe might not be the best thing to go all in on. Number 4, don't fall in love with a coin. So everybody has their top picks, right? Especially on Twitter, we have these little sub communities that only, YouTube as well, right? People will only talk about like one coin or two coins, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I support that, right? It shows your conviction in the project, and it shows you back the project. I have my own favorites. Nothing wrong with that. But you can't fall in love and never sell and be emotionally attached, right? You don't want to be like some sap in love with a cryptocurrency project. No, we're here to make money. This is business, ladies and gentlemen. This is business. This is numbers on a computer screen. There's no emotions to this. It's not like that, okay? It's not a human-to-human relationship. This is a number on a computer screen and you looking at it, trying to make a profit. Don't fall in love here. All right, we're not here to fall in love. We're here to make gains. So that's super important. So many people fall in love with their projects, and it's not necessary, all right? So know when to take profits. That brings me to number 5. Sell 25% of your tokens on different target profit levels. That goes right in hand with not falling in love. Oh, I'm going to hold this coin till it goes to $100 and it's trading at 50 cents right now. Possible. Definitely it's happened in the past, but don't be greedy. Take your profits and be smart about it. Don't fall in love. So that is today's Twitter wisdom for the day. Shout out to Crypto Wizard. If you're not already following the Wizard, definitely go ahead and follow the Wizard. You won't regret it. The guy knows what he is talking about. He's always on the top of his game, and me and him have a lot in common in terms of the projects that we do like. So let me catch up with the chat, see what's going on right now. We got Valerio. Any updates on Polkadot parachains? No updates yet. No updates yet, Valerio. Oldie with the thumbs up. Shout out to you, Oldie. Schwim. Hi, Connor. Please make a tutorial about leverage trading on Bybit. So Schwim, my man, I actually do already have one of those. I'll just pull up my YouTube channel very quickly and show you where you can find that. Again, thank you for that 9,000 subscriber number. It does look very good up on the channel. 10,000 is the next stop, and we'll be doing a pretty decent sized giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. So over here, you can see Bybit beginner tutorial, how to make money trading on Bybit. Schwim, that's what you're looking for. It's right there on the channel for you. Definitely go ahead and watch that video. What Twitter account to follow to get latest on Polkadot parachains? There's a few. Definitely just get involved with the community, Valerio. It's the best way to do it. Backed partners with Google and cloud services for mass adoption. We just got a $2 super chat. What was the DGen play? Down to ape. So Tyler, my most recent DGen play is a project called Terra Floki. So as we know, meme coins are going crazy. And SHIB recently pumped several 100% in the week. I've been talking about the past few weeks how I'm involved in another meme coin called Floki. It's on PancakeSwap and Uniswap. Basically, Elon Musk named his Shiba Inu in real life Floki, and they made a coin about it, and they partnered with Elon's brother, and they're doing some kind of garden project to make the earth a greener place. They're launching an NFT play to earn game. And now the Terra blockchain, about 4 or 5 days ago, came out with their first meme coin, or their first meme coin that really kind of took traction, and it's called Terra Floki. And the reason what convinced me to really get into this one was, one, they have a white paper. Definitely, like, obviously you want to read the white paper and know what you're investing in. But the people that are following this that are supporting it, interacting with this project, include Do Kwon, who of course is the founder of Terra Luna. So yeah, I pretty much did my fundamental analysis, read the white paper here, looked into this, and I was like, you know what? I'll throw a little bit of money at it. So we can see the chart. By the way, guys, this is not financial advice. Do your own research. High risk, high speculative play. This chart is absolutely insane. Look at it from 12 hours. So it just went vertical. I did end up getting in last night, just under $2. Right, so I'm pretty decent in profit right now. I will be taking profit when I do see a 2x. We'll see how that does play out. Nonetheless, this was my most recent DGen play. Who's not in for a little dubious speculation, especially because it's on the Terra blockchain? You do need the Terra Station wallet, and you're going to need UST if you want to get involved with this. High risk, pure speculation. And I didn't put anything significant in this, but like I said, it can turn into something significant if it does actually keep on going up. We'll see what happens. Just a dubious speculation play, nothing more. That's all. We got Skydemics here as well. Rigoberto saying the wizard knows. The wizard does know. He's very good. Trias and VRA. We'll look at those charts in a little bit. Dave saying this is good stuff. Awesome. Gaming Architect. Lost 2K and learned your lesson. That's the most important thing. You guys now know the high-risk speculative play, right? Terra Floki. We'll see what happens with that one. When PancakeSwap back to all-time high, nobody knows for sure. Thoughts on MetaHero and its upcoming Dubai Summit. So yeah, MetaHero it's done very well. I didn't get involved with it, but I know a lot of people that did. So if you did get involved, congratulations on those gains. If we look at Hero. Now, I haven't been following the project. I'm not keeping up with them, so I don't know about their Dubai Summit. But this thing is up from their low 2,030%. yeah, I mean, this thing, it's done very well. I'm not involved, but you know, if they do deliver on their project, I've seen their founders speak before. Like I said, you're investing into people when you're investing into a cryptocurrency project. So yeah, it could keep on doing well for sure. Yeah, Donnie Big Bags is definitely a good guy to follow, Dre. Kimu Inu was my recent. Yeah, everybody's involved in dog coins nowadays. ACH and Cosmos Target. Dan Receiver, yeah, follow them. XPR about to crack the top 300. Okay, now moving on. We have a lot of questions about coins, guys. We always look at the coins towards the end of the live stream, so just bear with me. Definitely have a little bit of patience. Now, let's talk about some news. So this article titled, Successful Smart Cities Will Be Impossible Without Decentralized Technology. So, smart cities are coming. They're planned. They're going to happen. Of course, there's the energy saving initiative, climate targets, etc., etc. All of these things are already in play. We know they're going to happen. Do we support them? That's irrelevant, right? We're investors here. We're speculators, so we're capitalists. We want to make profit from whatever is going on behind the scenes or in plain sight at this moment in time. So if we want to do that, we want to invest into artificial intelligence projects. And one project that I've talked quite a bit about and that I'm sizably invested in is Fetch AI, right? Currently trading at 83 cents. We've been talking about FET since about 30 cents, right? And I do see it continuing to perform very well. FET is built with the Cosmos software development kit, built on the Cosmos SDK. It is its own sovereign blockchain. And I see it being a huge project, and I see it having an integral part of this narrative and this plan that is rolled out with smart cities. We know they're coming. They're going to need decentralized technology. They're going to want the best projects. FET is very connected with a lot of organizations, big corporations. They've already had a monstrous move. We can look at the chart. We can see that this project was in the gutter less than a penny last year, March 2020, right after we had the huge March 2020 crash. This was available for less than a penny, right? Went up to as much as about 15, 20 cents, bottomed out again less than 10 cents, 5 cents, and now we're trading at 83 cents. So it's already gone 100x because the all-time high is $1.17. And the thing is that the projects that do well, just because they already went 100x, doesn't mean that they can't continue to keep on performing. Look at Bitcoin, look at Ethereum, right? Cardano even. Binance Coin, Solana, Terra Luna, these projects have already pulled massive moves, but they keep on going up because they have real utility and people will actually use them. So, not financial advice, of course. Do your own research on Fetch.ai, but I believe it will have a pretty integral part of the way that everything is shaping up, and it's one of my bags for sure. All right. So, hey Connor, thank you for your great content. I'm a crypto trader, but I'm thinking about doing Forex as well. Do you have experience with Forex? Is it easier than crypto? So Cheyenne, yes, I do have experience in Forex. I learned how to trade basically in the commodities market, so crude oil, gold, silver, natural gas, the ES, YM, NQ, right, the equities indexes, the futures contracts, and you can trade Forex with futures, and that's what I did. It's pretty much the same thing as trading them in the traditional Forex markets. Is it easier than crypto? It's the same, right? Technical analysis, a chart is a chart. And an edge in the market is an edge in the market. You're going to notice that the markets do move different, right? Each market, each asset has its own feel to it, its own ebbs and flows. There's always an underlying current in the market. But at the end of the day, a chart is a chart, a candlestick is a candlestick. And this measures and it shapes human emotions, right? That's all TA is, reading human emotions through candlesticks. So it's the same. If you're not good at trading crypto, it doesn't mean you're going to be good at trading Forex. It's not necessarily easier. You might have to adapt your strategy a little bit. but that's completely up to you. Right now, I'm only focused on cryptocurrency. Don't really care about Forex, don't care about futures, commodities, and the legacy markets at all. All of my time and attention is in crypto, and it's working out for me, right? Everything's going great, so I can't complain. It's not easier than the legacy markets, whether that's Forex or futures, but it is a little bit different in terms of how they move, but you'll pick up on that very quickly as you watch the market every single day. So definitely understand that. There's just a different flow to the market, but your edge is your edge, right? I'm using the same edge with trading breakouts, trading fractals, Fibonacci retracements, and supply and demand zones. I learned this in the futures markets. We got Crypto Lifer, a $2 super chat. Shout out to Crypto Lifer, my guy. Absolutely crushing it. If you are not already subscribed to Crypto Lifer, he is one channel that you need to subscribe to. I'm not sure who is more dedicated, who is more on top of his game than the Crypto Lifer. Thank you for that super chat, brother. Much appreciated. Moving on, Rafal, Luna price prediction end of year. 3 figures easy. $250 plus easy, in my opinion, for Terra Luna. If we look at the market cap, let's go to the coin perspective for that. So if we look at Luna, currently number 11 with a $16.6 billion market cap. Now if it reaches the 3rd spot where Cardano is, that would be about a little over 4x at $178. If it reaches Ethereum's market cap, which the way we're seeing adoption in the Terra ecosystem, could definitely see at least half of that. But regardless, if we saw 400 billion, it would be $1,000 per coin. And listen, UST is going to be the most widely used stablecoin, in my opinion. I do see that happening. And the more UST that is minted, the more Luna that is burnt through the process called seigniorage. If you want to learn more about seigniorage, watch my Terra Luna videos. I explain it in detail. But the more that UST gets adopted, once it goes interoperable, it's going to be on Cosmos. It's going to be on every single blockchain, every single network. All of the decentralized applications will be using UST. Again, the more UST that is needed, the more Luna that is burnt. The more Luna that is burnt means the less supply there is. Basic supply and demand. If there's a demand for it and there's less supply, price is going to go up. So even if we see a $200 billion market cap, Luna will be trading at $500 per Luna coin, which is insane, but it's possible for sure. So yeah, I mean, 250 would be a $100 billion market cap, and that's for sure possible in my opinion, as we see a parabolic ending. We got Lifer. We got Dre, $4.99 super chat. Looking for a sleeper, but not like a DGen play. What's your thoughts on Oracle Band? Around $8 now. All-time high is $23. So Lifer, shout out to you, my guy. Thank you for being here. $2 super chat from Tyler. Smash the like button. Let's get 100 people in here. Smash that like button. 58 viewers and only 39 likes. Much appreciative. But Dre, to answer your question, what do I think about Band? I do hold Band in my portfolio. I've held it since December 2020. Purchased it for around $4. Nonetheless, what's Lifer saying? Thank you, Lifer, for that compliment. This man knows his ish. We do a lot of studying. I know you do too as well, my guy. Watch Block, my new toy. Watch PYR Vulcan Forged. All right, everybody. Lifer knows what he's talking about, so look into what he is saying. Nonetheless, yeah, Band is a good one. If we look at the chart, it's not doing much at all. Trading around $8. Looking at the daily, we are uptrending. There's no doubt about that. We do have a double bottom, W reversal down here. Now we're making an uptrend. With all of that China FUD we saw, we did see a drop down to 690, and we're holding that strong as support. So this one, we'll see a lot of adoption as the Cosmos ecosystem continues to grow, because they will need, obviously, a data provider, an Oracle solution, and Band is the second largest Oracle behind Chainlink. So, yeah, this one is for sure a sleeper pick. Not many people pay attention to it, and those that do know about it have good things to say. So, yeah, I do like Band. I do personally hold that. How many atom is it make a stack? I can see it 10x. You want to start by trying to get... I always look for even round numbers, right? So, yeah, band has been whack for sure. I always look for even numbers. So you want to try to accumulate 100 of a project that you believe in, and then you want to get up to 1,000 and just keep on getting as much as possible. That's the way my brain works. I like nice round even numbers. So if you can get 100 atom, that's currently about $4,000. What's atom trading at? $3,300. So yeah, it's a nice little chunk of change for some, right? To others that might not be anything, 3K, right? So it depends on where you are in your situation, but you want to start with basically trying to get at least 100 of something that you really believe in, especially something like atom. Let's see, beta and DYDX. Let's take a look at this. Jesus. Let's go to a 15-minute. So, for sure, if you want to play this, not sure what Lifer's strategy is with this, but I mean, if we do see drops down to these support levels, I would basically look to put limits, not financial advice, but I would look to put limits at these local bottoms and just kind of scale your way into this if you are bullish on this. But yeah, this thing obviously has a lot of attention. First impulse wave, absolutely huge. So we can take a measurement. And I mean, if we're going to take a measurement on this, it'll take us up to 768. So it's possible. Looks like it just went live. I don't know anything about this project, but looking at the chart, obviously it's very hyped right now. Quant. Let's take a look at Quant. As you guys know, we took a pretty sizable position into Quant. And Quant is one of those projects where it basically has a rising price floor. So with Quant, we were forming this descending wedge, typically bullish, but this did happen in September when we had the China FUD absolutely crush the market. So price did end up going down from this descending wedge, and it fell to a previous Fibonacci extension level at 268, and we did end up using that as support. And now we just have this coiling up price action on Quant, getting narrower and narrower right now. So Quant is one of those projects where I'm not necessarily looking to trade. I'm just looking to accumulate as much of it as possible. And we have been doing that since I didn't get in too early, but I did get in originally down here around 130, and I've just been really adding to it. But that's Quant. Yeah, I definitely agree that this will absolutely pop when the time is right. Let me just catch up with what's going on in the chat. We got Lifer blowing it up today. Prediction on Casper. It will make a new all-time high past $1.33 for sure. Matic. Lifer's got 750 Cosmos atoms. Awesome. Bro, I just heard about DYDX. So yeah, it's a decentralized futures trading platform. That is correct. Let's take a look at DYDX. So looking on the daily, this is breaking out of a descending wedge. Price target for that would be up here at the high of the wedge. But realistically, for something like this, I would take a trend line and connect it like so. Because there's a good chance that this trend line, if we extend it right, will end up coming back into play in the future. Take this setting off. So with this, on the next impulse move, we can expect to use this trend line again as resistance on DYDX. So we're breaking out of this descending wedge, which is a bullish pattern at the moment. And the technical target would be the top of the wedge, but this will be used as probably short-term resistance before we end up really breaking out. And then we go ahead and use this trend line again if it does have an explosive breakout. Look at Atom Bull Pennant. All right, Lifer. Let's take a look at Atom right now. On the daily, huh? You can draw it something like that, or you can draw it like this. This is more of the pennant that Lifer is talking about. If you want to measure this, you want to take it from this low to the high. That would take us right to about 62. As you can see, these green lines are targets that I do already have. And these are from Fibonacci levels, as you can see. And this does line up pretty nicely with this fib level. So when we have measure move price targets lining up with Fibonacci extensions, that's usually a good sign. That's multiple confluences, more indicators that it's probably going to work out. So yeah, add them to $60 easily for sure. 100%. Let's see. Also, Gala Games. Let's take a look at Gala. So I believe I charted this. Must have cleared the chart. Nonetheless, what we do have is my eyes go right to this horizontal resistance level at 12.3 cents. As we can see, we have several wicks above, but we do have 1, 2, 3 times we were slammed down from this level at 12.3 cents. So if you want to play this, one method would be to basically wait until we flip 12.3 cents and then go ahead and you can take a stop limit entry, so you can put a trigger above and then wait for the retest if that's something you want to do, or you can buy it down here in demand. As you can see, we have this long wick up, and this was used as support. So if we do see this demand level again at 7 cents, 8 cents, that's definitely a very strong level to get into Gala Games. Shout out to Lifer for giving me all of these coins to look at. I know we have a lot of people asking a lot of questions, so definitely go ahead and put the coins that you want me to chart in chat right now. I will for sure take a look at them. Let me just catch up with the chat right now. Lifer getting tight. Keep it tight, baby. That's how we do it. Peter, greets from Belgium. Greetings from Belgium, Peter. Shout out to all the Belgium people in here. Shout out to Sweden. Shout out to the global audience tuning in on their Sunday, or maybe it's Monday by you, watching this live stream. If you're not already subscribed, and if you haven't hit that like button yet, smash the like and subscribe to Crypto Empire if you are not already subscribed. Let's see. I am from Sweden, and I don't know if I can is because I can't see the open account button on the app. I'm not sure what you're asking there. I'm not sure what account you're trying to open. You can use something like Qcoin. Qcoin's a great exchange if you want to get access to the majority of coins that we talk about here at Crypto Empire. Thoughts on Moon River and that rug pull? Did they rug pull? Is that new? Was it a new project that launched? I haven't really been keeping up with Moon River too on top of it, so I'm not sure about the rug pull that you're talking about. If Quam moves over to the Cardano network, do you believe it will have new all-time highs? So I'm not sure what Quam is. Eric, can't really answer that question right now. Gala is very interesting. Future gaming giant, too hot for the moon. We go into the sun. I like that. Emotion Dior. Especially like that name, Dior Dior. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. XTZ saying thank you. Dero been killing it. So we talked about Cosmos Provide, but we'll go ahead and look at ACH. We did give targets for Cosmos. We're looking at about $60. Now for ACH, so this is Bitcoin Cash, their new fork if I'm not mistaken. So one lesson right now, as you can see, I haven't charted this one in a while, but I did map out this demand zone several weeks ago. I labeled it a buy zone. As we can see, price held the buy zone, but then with the China FUD, we ended up breaking beneath. So this is pretty typical what happened here. Former demand now became supply. Or support resistance flip, another way to look at it. We have one test of the former demand zone, now supply zone. Another test rejected. So that's definitely just a good lesson to know how the market works. Levels always flip. If you're aware of that, it's going to make your trading a lot easier. Now we did just form, I believe it's a higher low. Slightly, very slightly a higher low. It's pretty much an even low down here on ACH. We could see more downside. I'm just curious what the retracements are on this. So we're right at the 78.6 right now. Okay, so if we hold the 78.6, that's great. If we don't hold it, well then we do have the 88.6 down here. And I'm sure if I were to go into like a 15-minute chart, we're going to see demand zones in here that we can also look to take an entry on. Nonetheless, for ACH, we basically want to flip this level now. We want to flip this level at 7.68 cents on ACH before we really start moving higher. So you can take a breakout on this. And in terms of targets, don't overcomplicate it. We already have some data on the chart, right? All of these wicks here tell me there's going to be a lot of liquidity, a lot of supply up here at 12.5 cents. We also have this level right here. Candle bodies close at this even level at 15 cents. Definitely be used as your next target. And then the high really at 24 cents. And even to this second target that I labeled, we're looking at a 2x. So for sure, can definitely pull this move. TA Matic, Harmony 1 just smashed a new all-time high. Let's take a look at Harmony 1. Oof. So Harmony 1, we have been on this like no tomorrow inside of the premium Discord. So as you can see right here, I said yesterday, one retesting target 1 can be used as a scale in / entry point. As you can see, this target at 21 cents. And lo and behold, there's a reason we have our profit targets at specific levels, because we know that they are key critical support resistance flip levels. What happened, right? One comes back down to retest profit target number 1, and now we see a strong move up, new all-time high. All right, so if you guys want access to these, definitely go ahead and check out cryptoempirecode.io and check out the premium Discord group. All reviews are on the website. They speak for themselves. Nonetheless, we are now inching towards target number 2, and we've been crushing it with Harmony 1 recently. So, yeah, we do have our targets mapped out, and these are really just the beginning for Harmony 1. We'll definitely be adding more and scaling in and out. If you want to learn how to scale in and out, you need to watch this video, risk management and position sizing. I talk about my exact scaling in and scaling out strategy. Once you get that down, it's going to make your trading, especially if you're using leverage, a lot easier. Can't recommend that enough. Let's take a look at Matic. So Matic and Harmony 1, I really consider like the same class of coin. Two very solid blue chips. Now, obviously, Matic is basically a scaling solution, layer 2 built on top of Ethereum. Harmony 1 is its own blockchain, layer 1. But nonetheless, they are like very similar. So as you can see on Matic, we were forming this descending channel, pretty much a flag over here. And we did break to the upside of the flag, right to this pretty critical level over here at $1.40. So we do have demand down here on Matic. at this level from $1.30 down to $1.25. And then really the main demand zone that we used as an entry, or at least I did, was down here at $1.20. And as you can see, $1.20 did hold up. Now with Matic holds a special place in my heart because it was my first 100x in crypto, actually. My first major 100x that hit huge and really changed a lot. And I just remember looking at Matic down here at the last flag that happened. I remember watching this every single day at about 30 cents. And as you can see, it's a pretty similar situation at this moment in time. Realistically, the demand zone, if we draw this from wick to wick, it would look something like this. And now this was the last, well, not the last, but this did happen previously on Matic. And now, remember, coins have fractals, right? They play out over and over and over again. And right now on Matic, I think we're starting to see this fractal play out again. And look what happened after when this actually did break out. We pumped over, well over 5x from 30 cents up to 270. So, yeah, that's almost a 10x. Nonetheless, I remember when this happened. I remember learning. If you guys go back to the Telegram group on Crypto Empire, this was like when I first started, or a little after I first started, and I remember letting everybody know that this was going to break out. Nonetheless, it did happen, and we all made massive gains with that. Now, similar fractal is pretty much playing out right here. We have this lower demand zone, price breaking out. We're now pretty much retesting. If I bring this back to a 4-hour, we are retesting the breakout point, this descending trend line. So, if this does hold, that's awesome. If it does end up breaking down back to demand, I expect demand to hold down here at $1.20, $1.25, and that can definitely be used as a scale-in point. All right. Thank you for your response. Say a coin is $500 million market cap and hasn't been listed on a tier 1 exchange yet. What is the potential of that coin once it does get listed based on historical coins? So Gaming Architect, that's a good question. So if something has a $500 million market cap, one thing that comes to mind is Vector Space AI. So this is another AI coin like FET. They do have about a $500 million market cap. And as you can see, the exchanges, they're on no major exchanges. They're on Uniswap, they're on Shitaswap, and they're on Coin Metro. And this is one of those coins that's very big among certain communities, right? They have their fanboys and their fangirls, people that just rally behind this coin, and it's not listed on any major exchanges. So if this does get listed on something like Qcoin, right, with a $500 million market cap, that can for sure cause a surge because there's just going to be a lot more eyes looking at the project. Exposure is very big. No matter what business you're in, whether you're in crypto, whether you're in real estate, whether you're selling e-commerce products online, it doesn't matter. You need exposure. You need eyes on what you're doing. And if something like this, where it's a $500 million market cap on no big exchanges, gets listed on something like Qcoin or Binance, yeah, it can definitely cause a price surge. So, yeah, nobody knows what's going to happen. Who knows if they do get listed, but for sure that can make a big difference. So we got YGG and VRA. It was a rug pull on Saturn Beam. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't following that. But thank you for letting me know. So Saturn Beam on Moon River got rug pulled. That happens all the time. Definitely be careful. All right, let's take a look at VRA and YGG. Yield Guild Games. I've heard of this before. So me personally, I'm not really into the blockchain gaming too much. I don't really pay too much attention to it. I pay more attention to DeFi blue chips, and altcoins in general. But gaming is a niche that I don't really pay too much attention to. Probably should, because I can see a lot of money is being made there. Nonetheless, Yield Guild Games right now is breaking the 50%. And we do have several levels right down here in the golden pocket. Okay, so $6.41 down to $5.91. There are several levels down here. Okay, good. So usually when we lose a fib level, we're most likely going to go ahead and test the next fib level. And for YGG, we do have pockets of demand in here. And even still, if I get rid of this fib for a second, when this thing first launched on Binance, it broke up to 850, and then it came back down and it tested the same level at about $6, right? We can draw a horizontal line. This previous price data tells us something, right? When it came back up here, it formed a demand zone. So this for sure, right in the golden pocket, it looks like a really good place for YGG as an entry. And now VRA as well. So VRA took out the supply zone. As you guys know, VRA, I did cover that this previous week. And I was saying how once it does flip the supply zone, it's going to start running. And we did flip that supply zone like 12 hours after I posted that video. So the timing was absolutely impeccable on that. I had no idea that was going to happen, but nonetheless, it did happen. So we nailed that one. We hit it out of the park. And VRA, it's going to be huge. There's really no debate, right? Proof of view, they're already patented. They're starting to roll out now, Q4. All of the technology that they've been building for the past 3-4 years finally going to be rolled out. And the market cap went from like $220 million to $330 million pretty much overnight. So we're talking like hundreds of millions of dollars going into this project overnight. We see coins like SHIB and Doge get billions of dollars overnight. So these coins that have real utility and a real use case can for sure start to capture some of that market share. But with the VRA, we're starting to retrace slightly. So we're losing the 23.6, and the 38.2 is in a demand zone on the 4 hour. So it's possible we come back down here and test. We did take our entry about 4.3 cents. So even if it does test this demand zone, I would just look to personally scale in more. I'm very bullish on VRA, not financial advice. Let me go ahead and catch up. Love France. Never been to France personally. Norway, always watching you, bro. Keep grinding. Shout out to all the Norwegian family and crypto empire. Much appreciated. Thoughts on RSR. Very bullish on RSR. We'll take a look at the chart. Loop ring, layer 2 on Ethereum, slept on. I haven't looked at the chart in a pretty long time. I don't hold any loop ring, but I have traded it quite a bit in the past. So RSR. Clear this up a little bit. So RSR plays games, right? It likes to do a whole lot of nothing and then move out of nowhere, like a lot of other projects, a lot of other charts. So with RSR, we did retrace back down. We retraced to this previous candle right here. Doesn't line up with a fib, but it does line up with this previous support resistance flip at 2.7 cents. Now it has had a pretty strong recovery out of this 2.7 cent level, and now it's trying to reclaim 3.84 cents right now. As you can see, it has tested the 4 cent level and gotten rejected. So we definitely need to clear 4 cents, and then we can start moving up higher. And it's very interesting how RSR does trade. It likes the even round numbers, right? 3.5 cents, 4 cents, 4.5 cents, 5 cents, etc., etc. So we take this level by level. Right now we do have ascending price action up to this horizontal resistance. So if you want to take a breakout here, basically you can wait until we create a higher high here above 4.5 cents, take a long entry on the breakout, or you can look to get in at support. And if I drop this down to a 4-hour, I already see the support levels, but I'll make it easier for you guys to see. We do have one right there at 3.6 cents. And then over here as well at 3.4 cents for RSR. If I take this line left, we can see how well that does actually line up with this support level. So I really like actually 3.4 cents for RSR. If we do end up breaking down, the other option is to take the breakout up above 4 cents. Casper Network, we already covered Casper earlier on. There's demand, there's support at 10 cents and then 8 cents on Casper. DAG is a very good project, Constellation. UFO Gaming. So I've heard good things about UFO. It's definitely a hyped up project. I'm not personally in it. I haven't looked too extensively into it. So I can't tell you if that's a good investment or not, as I'm not a financial advisor. So I don't give financial advice here, but I've heard good things about it. I'm just seeing this right now. Gaming Architect gave it a $5 super chat. Shout out to Gaming Architect. Really appreciate that $5 super chat. You are a legend, my man. Thank you so much. Beast. Gaming Architect, my guy. Thank you for that. Rigoberto says he's got to jump in the Discord. Yes, you do, my guy. Telcoin. Let's check out Telcoin. We're always going to be there waiting for you, right? Like I said, Crypto Empire will be here for decades and decades and decades to come. I'm a young guy in my early 20s, and you're going to remember Crypto Empire if you were here this early. You were here early, guys, really seriously. Telcoin. So, as you can see, back in September, early September, we took a trade on Telcoin. We hit the scalp target. And then with September, with all of the China FUD, we got slammed down. And basically, Dave with a $9.99 super chat. Dave, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. Much appreciated. Awesome support. Love it. Awesome, guys. Thank you. Do I think Luna can break $100 in the next 2 months? We already discussed that earlier, Astronaut Saber, but yes. Yes, we did. Or yes, I do think Luna can hit $100. Thank you for your content, Gaming Architect. Thank you for your support, brother. Really appreciate that. So, as you can see right here, this previous stop loss, we did put at a pretty critical level down here. And I'm just going to use this as an educational example right here on Telcoin. So all of my lines are on the chart for a very specific reason. They're all critical levels. If you want to learn how to read these lines, go to my channel, go to playlists, and go to trading tutorials. A lot of content absolutely free will teach you how to start reading the charts, my style at least, so you can start looking at things from my perspective. So Telcoin, we lost the support level where the stop loss is. We come back up, slam down from it, come back up, coil up, end up breaking out. We end up tapping that next breakout entry. Again, it's a critical support resistance flip. Come back down to the stop loss support. We lose it, right? Trade sideways throughout September. Start to pump back up. And lo and behold, the same support level is used as resistance. Okay, so with Telcoin, basically, we need a flip 1.9 cents before we can start moving higher. All right, this has been used as support and resistance many times in the past. Now it's being used again in the future. So always keep the lines on the chart. We do that for a very specific reason. And now basically we want to wait for 1.9 cents to flip before we start moving higher. And we do already have some lines on the chart of where this is probably going to go. But yeah, I love Telcoin as a project. I think it's going to be a big winner. P-Swap is quiet. Haven't heard much about their development. Still hold my PSwap tokens in the PokeSwap exchange. I'm just waiting on them to release some news, basically. Yeah, still holding my PSwap. Still behind that project. We'll see what happens with it. For sure, it's a low cap gem. PokeX doing very well as well. Shout out to PokeX. Paula Silva. Emotion Dior. Luna will easy break 100. The question if it will break 250 or 500. Definitely possible. Miami Coin. 430% APY and OK Coin. Or City Coin's legit. Haven't looked into Miami Coin. I've heard Mayor Francis Suarez talking about it and saying some good things about it, saying that it's making the city like thousands of dollars every minute. I don't know anything about it though personally. Step Finance can go boom. Okay, thank you, Connor. Should I buy Luna at 41? Wait, 37. So Astronaut, I'm not a financial advisor, but a strategy that has worked for me in the past personally is to scale in my orders. So basically I would buy a little bit here at 41. If it dropped lower to 38, I would buy a little bit more. Then if it went back up to 41, I would buy a little bit more. And if it dropped lower to say 35, I would buy a little bit more, etc., etc., etc. I'm sorry to bring this up again, but Meta Hero is rocketing. Let's take a look at Hero. Is it only on Uni? Let me see. It's on PancakeSwap, I believe, right? Yeah, PancakeSwap. So we would need to go over to Dex Tools, which I do have open in my other browser. Here we go. Hero trending at number 7. Let's take a look at Meta Hero. Let's wait for this to load up. Bear with me. Taking its sweet time. Let me see what everybody else is saying while we wait for this chart to load. Luna is the next big thing. Not financial advice, but you will drive that Lambo one day. I agree. Right, we have... Let me talk. I mean, we're running at an hour and 15 minutes here, but I feel like I just started, so I'm just going to keep on talking. So, yeah, Hero doing well. Looks like it's about to flip a pretty key level. Yeah, that would be awesome if we can flip 12 cents up here. But anyway, so Emotion Dior saying that Luna is going to be big, and I definitely agree with him. So we do have several subgroups within cryptocurrency. We have the Bitcoin maximalists saying that Bitcoin is the only coin that's relevant and everything else will go to zero, everything else is useless. We have the Ethereum maxis, which they're pretty open to other chains at this point in time. Like Ethereum has cross-chain bridges to the majority of blockchains, or at least the relevant ones right now. And then we have people like the XRP maximalists that say things like XRP, the standard, quantum financial system, the banks are going to adopt it and every other crypto doesn't even matter, etc., etc., etc. But the problem with this mindset is that you don't look into it and you don't educate yourself on other projects. The majority of people. There are, of course, like, this is a general statement, right? I don't want to be general, but a large majority of these maximalists in one project have their shutters on and they don't look at anything else. While we have a coin like Terra Luna with their algorithmic stablecoin becoming the most popular stablecoin protocol out there in crypto, being widely adopted, getting more and more billions of dollars in total value locked, that's only growing. UST adoption only growing, more Luna is being burned as a result. It's going to keep on going and going and going. So to say things like this one coin is all that matters and everything else doesn't matter is just such a foolish mindset to have, because that would stop you from researching a project like Luna, which I do believe is going to solidify itself in the top 10 and hold there for a long time coming. So yeah, Luna is going to be huge. Definitely agree with you, Emotion Dior. But yeah, don't have that maximalist mindset. Not the way to do it. Let's see. Is PKEX a degen play? Team is Anon. Now, PokeX is not a degen play in my opinion. Team is Anon, but listen, they've done an amazing job. We got the founder and the main guy behind Astar Network backing them, basically saying they're doing an amazing job. Of course, PokeX did launch on Astar, and I do know that somebody that I work with, does communicate with their team, and I don't think that they're gonna like do anything like a rug pull or anything like that. Obviously, I don't know for sure, but hey, we'll see what happens. I can understand the assumption. Not sure they are backed by a lot of people. Yeah, Dre, well said. Ecomi OMI. It's been pretty quiet. Let's take a look at it. So this is an NFT project. See if it's been listed on any more exchanges. Not really. It's on OKX. Let's take a look at the OKX chart. Guys, if you have any more altcoin suggestions that you want me to look at, definitely go ahead and ask them in the chat right now. Okay, so Ecomi is starting to do well again. If we look on the daily, we can see this thing had a huge crash. Okay, it hasn't been listed on OKX in long enough. Let me see if it's on Gate. Not really. Let's see if it's on this. Okay, here it is. Here's a good chart. So this thing lost, looks like 90% of its value. Looks like 100% of its value. Yeah, it lost 100%, huh? Or 90%. And it's starting to recover. So this thing was like extremely overly hyped in the spring. Like extremely overly hyped to the point where it got a little bit crazy. I had people like in real life, friends of mine who were like were not involved in crypto whatsoever, but they're successful entrepreneurs, business people, and they were texting me saying like, "Hey man, you heard about Ecomi? I just got into it." I'm like, "What? Like, how did you get into this random coin?" So this thing was so overly hyped before, and now as you can see, it crashed 90%. Early investors took profit. And now we're starting to recover. So this is a beautiful rounding bottom cup. So look for a handle to form, or you can buy on a pullback with this if you believe in this project and you want to support it. But yeah, I mean, there's a few demand levels that I can see on the daily just from looking at the chart from afar. One here. One here. Half a penny. The first one was at 1/6 of a penny. So if we see dips down to these, that's definitely a good way to go about Ecomi. Shout out to Dre, always keeping the chat active. Dre, you're a legend, my man. Thank you for the support always. Spell. So I didn't pay any attention to Spell. Regretfully, I guess, but it is what it is. Let me go over here on Dex Tools. Wait for this to load. 8,000 holders, that's growing. Just want to check Terra Floki. Man, this thing is still going. That's crazy. Terra Floki to the moon, huh? We'll see how this one does work out. Hopefully not a rug pull. Team is anonymous. They've said on Twitter, they've been asked by like everybody on Twitter, like, you're not going to rug pull us, right? And they're like, no, we wouldn't do that. So obviously it's very easy to say that, but hey, we'll see what happens. I put in small position, right? If I lost that money, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Now Spell, I mean, what can you say? This looks like Terra Floki, just going straight up. Every dip is being bought up. Will a lot of profit be taken eventually? Yeah, for sure. There's going to be profit takers. People are up 30, 40, 50x on this. So be aware of that. Don't bet the farm. I'm not in Spell. But yeah, this thing, look at the chart. It's going absolutely vertical ascending. So could just keep on going up. I mean, it's a high risk play. Spell for sure. That's high risk. XPR. Let's take a look at XPR. My dude's been asking about XPR since we started the stream. Proton. Is this like Proton Mail? Proton Chain. It's got the Qcoin listing. Okay. Another smart contract chain. Good to know. Well, look at this chart. I mean, wait for a pullback, I would say. Right? Don't just rush into this. And then, so when this does correct, it will correct, right? People got into the pre-sale. People bought down here at 1/4 of a penny. This will correct. That's up like 5-6x from down here at the bottom. And of course, there's early investors. But, yeah, if you're going to look for a pullback, first demand is over here at 1.6 to 1.3 cents. And then I really like this previous resistance at a penny for XPR. But to just rush into this right now, it's pretty overextended. Of course, it could just keep on pumping, but hey, man, I wouldn't just jump into this like that. Let me catch up on this chat. IOTX. Haji, yes, I would love to text. Let's see what's going on. So we might have to end this soon. My YouTube is saying that the stream is slower than recommended. Did I freeze? Guys, let me know if I froze. We got Jan in the stream. Jan coming in a little bit late, but Jan, it's great to see you. Yeah, Emotion Dior. I'm already staked heavily in Luna and Cosmos, so I'm right on par with exactly what you're saying there, my guy, for sure. I couldn't agree more, right? Just stake Luna and stake Cosmos. That's why I put out staking tutorials on the channel, right? I don't just make staking tutorials for any given project. I make it for the ones that I personally stake. So yeah, I couldn't agree more. Emotion Dior, very well said. You're buffering, okay. So I'm starting to lag a little bit. We already looked at Harmony 1 coming off 21 cents, which was our first profit target. It was used as strong support. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm lagging pretty hard. We've been going for about an hour and 25 minutes. Yeah, I'm lagging. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap the stream up right now. I'm not just going to keep on talking with me lagging. Anyway, this was an amazing stream. I'm glad we were able to come together on this Sunday and talk about what's happening in the cryptocurrency markets. I think October will continue to provide for us. Okay, I'm back now. All good. Nonetheless, thank you all for the support of this stream. We come out here every single Sunday and talk about what happened in the previous week and then what to look for in the upcoming week. I want to appreciate every single one of you who has joined in the stream today, who has given a comment, a live chat comment, all the super chats. Thank you so much for all the support. We just smashed through 9,000 subscribers. That is a huge milestone. 10K is on the way. And of course, I'll be doing a 10,000 subscriber giveaway. You need to join the free Telegram group if you want to find out when the giveaway details are released. So the free Telegram is in the description below. Again, every single video I put out, I get comments from people impersonating me, pretending to be me, saying they're on WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever. The only place that you can find any of my offers is on my website, cryptoempireco.io. All right, I will never message you first. I will never tell you to message me on WhatsApp. Please do not fall for any of that. You guys should be smart enough to not fall for that, but I know it does happen, right? Somebody can have their guard down that day, and then something like that does happen. So definitely be aware of that. And again, thank you for the support. Let's see. All right, guys. Yeah, awesome stream. Let me see what's happening in the chat. Yeah, guys. Don, shout out to Don Ragnar. You're a legend, Don. Junk in the building as well. Astronaut Sabur. Awesome stream, guys. See you all next week. We're going to be coming out with a lot of YouTube videos this upcoming week. Looking forward